from a time when we spoke our minds. We marched and used our anthems to spread the news. We helped each other through our blues. So imagine my surprise. I couldn't believe my eyes when I turned on the TV. There's our anthem selling coffee. What the hell is that?
Hello, I'm Molly Carron, and I'm with Dalannah Gail Bowen, blues singer and matriarch and leader. I'm here interviewing under a sequoia on unceded Coast Salish territory on behalf of Vancouver Co-op Radio and Full Figure Media, and I'd like to thank you for making this
welcome.
Time available. So Dalannah, your new album with Somebody's Watching, I think, is the title track on it.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah.
I love the whole album, but
do you? Good. Well, we create, and we don't know what the response is going to be when we're creating. So the response has been wonderful, really wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. The blues has always been a universal language. It really resonates in me. I'm wondering why you chose, why you sing the blues. Why do you sing the blues today?
Well, I sing the blues because to me it's a commentary on life. It is one of the original musics of North America. It is a tool for messaging and sharing life experience. And for sure there's people, if you're feeling something, somebody else is, you know. And that's our life and our connection. So to me it's exciting to share. And I have, you know, I'm not sure if you're familiar with my journey, but I have been through a lot of things. And when I came out of my homelessness and addiction, I started writing poems, and the poems turned into songs, and that was my first album, Momma's Got the Blues. So I identify it. I think everybody has the blues sometime or other.
And she laughs. And you know, there is a sense of humor in your blues because you talk about love and finding your way through stuff. There's that one song that's so funny. It's like, what's it about? It's about, I mean, what's it called?
Is it called What the Hell Is That?
Yes, that's what it's called.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites. It's
wonderful.
It's more jazzy than bluesy.
It's a little bit more jazzy than bluesy, yeah. Okay, so I've been an activist for many, many years. And I think that those of us who are musicians, who share information and have an audience, have also a responsibility to have a commentary on the day and the time. And you know, I feel like I still am a hippie. I never let that go.
She says under the sequoia tree.
Because it was more than well, no, I shouldn't say that. I should say it was a lifestyle combined with certain beliefs about how the world was and the need for change, and what the hell is that is exactly about that. And look at where we are in this day and age. You know, we've progressed in many, many things, but we also are not doing what we should in regards to Mother Earth and the way we walk and that sort of thing.
What the hell is that? Isn't it a duet? Is there a man's voice
Nope.
in it? Okay. There's a song that I remember. You work with Murray Porter a lot too?
I've worked with Murray Porter, yeah. In fact, we just did the Indigenous Music Awards feature of a special performance series. But I chose not to do the blues on that program. I chose to sing songs. I wrote a song called The Lullaby for the Missing and Murdered Women. I chose a song called Blue Love Witches on the album about spirit and encouraging everybody not to lose faith and trust their instincts and listen to the guidance that's from within. Yeah.
It's medicine. You're talking about medicine, Dalannah Gail Bowen. You're also a big part of the Heart of the City Festival.
Yes, I am.
And I just really, hats off to Terry Hunter. Who has been the fire starter, the curator.
Oh, yes.
And kept that alive and well.
They have done such amazing work with that festival. I
wanted to talk about how I've noticed the Downtown Eastside healing from arts.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. So I can speak from personal experience. When I recovered, the tool was Terry invited me to be part of a community play. He heard that I was a singer, although I hadn't been singing maybe once a year because I was in my addiction and floating from rooming house to rooming house because I didn't have a home. And that play reminded me of who I was. And so I went into a place where I just prayed and prayed because I don't believe in rehab. If it doesn't come from you, I don't believe it's going to last. It may work for some people, but it wouldn't have worked for me. So I prayed and prayed, and I had a stroke. And went into a coma, all sorts of things. Came out of it, and I never smoked or did a drug or drank again. So I call it my cosmic kick in the ass. But I've been clean and sober since 2004. Yeah, so that's something to celebrate. And so I always honor Terry and Savannah in the Heart of the City Festival and Vancouver Moving Theatre. The other thing is, so I wrote a play called The Returning Journey, and in fact the festival has asked me to revive it, and we're taping it this afternoon for this year's festivals. So we're remounting it, and at 74 I haven't memorized the poems and songs, but we're shooting it at the Fire Hall Theatre. So excited about that with my piano player Michael Kreber. So back to the songs. Most of my songs come from, like, I don't sit down and intend to write. And with the CD that you're talking about, Looking Back, what I did was I was just going through my daily routine, and one day I went down to Crab Park and to the water to do some ceremony, and "You're Not Finished Yet" was what came to me.
There's work to do.
There's work to do. So I went home and I started writing these songs, and that's the result. And I really am happy with this recording because it expresses how I feel about the world, and it gave me the opportunity to encourage people to trust their instinct and to walk in the way that the Creator intended them to walk, right?
So that kick in the pants, that stroke that you speak of, opened your heart, but your heart was probably wide open before.
Well,
it was a pretty muscle.
But it was pretty wounded heart. It was I had a really rough childhood, and I never at that point I hadn't gotten over the trauma of the childhood experience, and so that's where I went, right?
Thank goodness that you're listening and you're open to your intuition, because this land this downtown east side community has the more I work down here, the more I see the talent and the resilience.
Yeah.
And when people are given an opportunity to sing on a karaoke machine and put the crack pipe down, I see that all the time.
Yeah.
Or when there's art to do.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, that's right. And that's why I opened the Downtown Eastside Center for the Arts. Because when I came out of the hospital and felt strong enough, I wanted a place to go where I could participate in some art. But I was turned away because I didn't have a mental illness. I was turned away because I wasn't HIV, AIDS positive. So there was lots of conditional programming.
Yeah.
Things like that happen far too often because there is a lack of support, the proper kind of support. And I'm not, hello, there's a little squirrel. I'm not judging or condemning everything, but we know that arts is important healing tool to allow people to connect with themselves. And so I started this Center for the Arts to allow people to come and participate in art program. No questions, no, you don't have to fill out a form, all that conditional stuff that influences their decision making, whether to participate or not.
Art without barriers.
Art without barriers.
Who did that for you when you needed it? Terry.
That's right.
Sorry, that was a leading question.
Oh, I had to go back.
Because I see him doing that for people.
Oh, yeah.
I see him so gently encouraging people.
Yeah. And it is really important. It is unfortunate that we have to go to the government, ask for money. It should be integrated as a part of society, just a natural thing.
Like healthcare.
Like healthcare.
Like education.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. We're really backwards in the way we support art and artists in this country. I believe it's better out east, I will say.
Yeah.
However, my hope is that we're catching up, and there's some movement in the landscape of arts in our province, and city. Yeah.
And so the last time we spoke, it was just the beginning of COVID. We've made it through a summer of smoke, and the overdoses keep going in our community.
For sure.
What is this new? I don't know. I keep thinking it's new, but it's the same old thing. What can what can we do? What can we do about the not gathering in large groups, but still maintaining a connection and creativity? How do you navigate that? Got any tips? Pro tips?
Well, first of all, people get not offended, but alarmed at what I say. But this is a gift. This time is a gift, and it's in ancient prophecies that this was going to happen because the world was running amok. People were running amok. And I think that take the time to invest in yourself, get to know yourself better. What are your priorities? What do you need to change in your life? What relationships are you involved in, and are they good for you? Right?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but it's time to be honest with ourselves about who we are and how we walk.
Yes.
And what is important to us and what isn't. And we need to let go of those things that hold us back from being who we can be.
Thank you, Dalannah Gail Bowen. Thank you for your music, too.
You're welcome, dear.
And we will speak again on Full Figure Media and on Co-op Radio. Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Take care.
Take care.
wanna say mean things about you, or the way that you do. I don't wanna give you hard times, baby, or things that aren't good for you. 'Cause everybody makes mistakes. Lord knows I've had my share, but this over and over and over again, it's getting hard to bear. And there's something you need to know, something I know is true. Somebody's watching now, somebody's watching, somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching, somebody.